Alright, hello everyone. Welcome back to my playthrough. This is episode 4. So last episode we caught a few more event Pokemon, explored more of the lower Peridot ward and the Peridot ward, and we also defeated, or I should say battled Fern for the first time. So in this episode we're going to finally finish up the Peridot ward and then move on into the next area, which Fern hinted at. So without further ado, let me just get started. So, I'm going to first stop at the Pokemon Center to heal up my Pokemon. Whoops, that's not the right way. So I noticed last episode there were definitely some really bad audio issues. Hopefully this time I have fixed them. If not, I'll just have to keep adjusting till I find the right settings for that. Anyway, I'm actually going to, now I think about it, swap out one of my Pokemon for my Bidoof, which has learned Headbutt. We are going to take out Kricketot for right now. So, back out of that. And then if we head back over to Seacrest's garden up here, and then go and see this tree. This is actually a tree which you can use Headbutt on. And there are two encounters, a Swablu or Spermy. So we will eventually want Mothim for an in-game trade, as Big Dra notices, or mentions I should say. So we want to catch a male Burmy, so we're going to go ahead and do that. So just swap Bidoof here, save, and then interact with this tree. And voila, we get a Burmy, and it's male, so we're going to catch it. Hopefully Headbutt does not crit it or take it out here. That's about half. I don't want to do any more, so we're just going to throw a Pokeball at it. This is going quite poorly. Okay, I'm going to reset. This is a little bit cheaty, but I do not want to go out and buy Pokeballs just for this. Oh, the Headbutt would have two-shotted the previous Burmy, so this time the Burmy's a bit lower level, so I should just put it within yellow HP here. Alright. This should be work out better for us. Alright, there we go. Got ourselves a Burmy. So I'm not going to be using this Burmy. I don't think Mothim is that great either. I could be wrong, but that's my impression. Alright, we're going to save again just to make sure. Then I'm going to quickly also mention the Opal Ward. Back where the Grand Hall was, there were also headbuttable trees, or trees you could use Headbutt on. So within those trees you can get a Pineco, Spearow, or a Combee. So I don't know if Vespiquen actually evolves early enough to take advantage of. So, but anyway, Spearow's pretty decent, Pineco's not the greatest, and then Combee, if you get a female one, very rare, you can get a Vespiquen. But, if you're doing like a mono run, then maybe those Pokemon are definitely more valuable, but if not, then you don't have to go out of your way to catch them, in my opinion. So, there's that. Anyway, we're going to actually finish the Teddiursa quest that we started earlier. So this has to be done on a clear day. So I'm going to change the weather very quickly. Alright. Weather is now clear. Going to save. So since we talked to it in the bottom part of the lower Peridot ward, and then the left side near the Names Raider house, we need to find it 3 more times, but we actually only need to find it 2 more times in my case, because I was able to find it once in the Seacrest gardens here. So, Big Draw notices that once you find it in one of the following locations that he listed, it will be found the two after it in the list in a cycle. So, if we note we found in the bottom left corner Seacrest's Garden, I now need to go to the train station and then the Opal Bridge. So for you, it'll probably be different. So, let's see. It should be just, I believe, down over here. Yes. So interact with it. And Teddiursa runs off. And now we will just head back to where the Panseer and Pampor, which is up here. Then follow these train tracks. Okay. Go under here, and the Teddiursa is now here. So I believe on this occasion it will actually battle us. Let me just save. As for Teddiursa, let me think if I want to catch and use it. I am bordering on no, so I'm not going to catch a shiny one for usage in my team. Teddiursa is pretty decent early on though, so not a bad idea if you want to catch and use one. I will not be, so let's see, is this a team I want to go with? Yeah, let's save for right now, and then just battle the Teddiursa. Okay, should be good enough. Alright. Alright, save again. So, with that out of the way, we're actually going to progress the story now. So I'm going to actually head to the Pokemon Center and set up the team that I want to take along now. I'll probably stick with this team for the rest of the, not playthrough, but just for the rest of whatever I'm going to be doing now. Let's see. Alright, right, move the Bidoof. So this is the team I'll be going with. Joltik, Poochyena, Kricketot, Badoo, and Minccino. So as for who I want to level up, I think I'll do switch training for Poochyena here. And then with that, we are good to go. So there's actually two choices we can make right now. We can either head straight to the area where Fern is, which is just below Seacrest's Garden, or take a detour first to the lower Peridot Ward Gym. In either case, you will talk to the character standing in front of the factory, so this is one of those few cases where there isn't necessarily a right option, and this is actually where I get to talk about the choices that I'll be making. So the choices I'll be making are in general going to be the best possible choices, and in terms of the relationship points, and also for the, I guess, ending to the game, or route I should say. Sorry, there's character endings and routes. The route I'm aiming for has the most requirements, so I'm going to try and do those. Then as for getting the character endings, I won't be able to get all of them because it conflicts with the route I'll be taking, but I'll be getting the character endings with the most points as possible through this run. So yeah, as for the character endings, you can watch those online. Someone has already shown all of the endings in a video, so you can just view those at your leisure. As for the route, it's too hard to showcase that because there's pretty much like 5 of them, and the story events are generally very similar throughout, but there are some different implications on those. So yeah, but that's it. That's mainly what I want to say, that I can't get everything and I can't show everything, and in this case, whichever choice you make here, either head straight to where Fern is or go to Julia first. Doesn't really matter in terms of the character endings or the routes, but I just wanted to mention that. So what I'm going to choose to do is go to Julia. Sorry, something came up. For some reason my volume just increased. That was weird. Alright, sorry. Alright, I'm going to go ahead to Julia, see what she wants to get into a part of this. Let's just head up here. I think if we try to enter the gym, Julia stops us. Alright, and she tells us we're going to meet. It is actually Mosswater Industrial. So we're just going to zoom along over there. I believe it's up this way, actually. Whoops. Nope, never mind. It is down. Okay, never mind. Doubly wrong. It's above Seacrest's garden. Whoops, I know how to read. Then it's the area where we found the ability capsule earlier. I'm just going to save, and then you'll see Julia standing out in front here, so talk to her. Alright, and with that we're going to get started. Once again, make sure you have your best team for this, because once you enter, it is not recommended to leave. Alright, and with that, we are partnered up with Fern. So partners are special in this game for a few reasons. If you leave here, it'll have a negative effect. You'll lose 1 point with Fern just once. If you talk to them while they're walking with you, you'll get +1 relationship point with Fern. And one last thing, they will heal you after battle. So don't leave, and just talk to Fern once. Alright, with that, we cannot proceed this way, so we're going to go up here. Alright, and with that we are now free to wander around. So we adhere to the left, we get ourselves into a double battle. So we're just gonna go ahead and switch to combustion here. Go with a double kick on Roggenrola. Alright. Keep heading left across the bridge, and here we will see a flashing terminal. What you want to do is interact with it. So you're going to want to remember this code, or this number and its placement, because we'll be needing this later. And then here in the top left, or we're going to head up to the top left. Just going to keep switching in. Gonna double click air on here. And we're going to Ember the Zubat. Right, we're gonna head up here and interact with this flashing terminal. And then here, you can read these for some lore. Okay. Then if we go over here to the right and up, there'll be another terminal. Oops. Oh, that hurts. Alright, going to go double kick. Alright, let's see what this terminal has to say. Okay, then let's see what's over here. I think it's the top right. Yes. Let me just save just to be safe. Oh my goodness. Alright, let's see what we got here. Okay. Okay, and with that, if we head all the way back around here, we can actually input the code for the elevator. So, if you are paying attention to the ordering of the numbers, you should be able to figure out the password. So with that, we unlock the door, and we can take the elevator up. So we're going to save. Okay, one thing I wanted to mention is that do not push the same elevator button. You actually lose 1 point with Fern. So, just leave the elevator. Alright, and with that, we can just get started. Let's see what else Julie has to say. Okay, we actually talked to Florinia here as well. Alright, talking to Florinia gives us another hint to the password. So, we want to do is head out this door here on the bottom right, continue along here, and we can pick up a small XP candy. And then we head back into the main room, head out here to the right. And then we go across. We have another double battle coming up. And Stunky. Whoops. Double kick the Beldum. Let us ember the Stunky. Alright. Let's see, Odor Sleuth. Not the best. Okay, and with that we just interact with this terminal here. A little bit of foreshadowing maybe. Get the next part of our password. We head back out here. Then we want to head out left. Then head down when we can. Interact with this terminal here. There was the one Ace was standing out earlier, but we cannot interact with it, so we'll just go down. There'll be another terminal here. Going to peck the Venonat. Alright, let's see what this has to say. Next part of the password we'll be needing. Then if we head up and to the right here, would be the last terminal, I would assume. Oh, I said right, didn't I? I meant left. Oops, we just sent out Combuskin here. Let's peck the Crab Brawler. Oops, that is not what I wanted to do. that Meteor is. Awful problem. Alright, there we go. Alright. Well, let's go up here at this bridge. Pick up this Paralyze Heal. And then here we get to input the code. So, obviously the code is different from before. Alright, and with that we are allowed in. Another battle coming up. I think my Combuskin is coming awfully close to the level cap. A bit spooky. Alright, with that we can pick up what I assume to be our explosives. So if we head back to where we were. Right, before we talk with one of them, I want to save and mention something here. We have to choose which one of the characters we want to talk to. For the purposes of the character endings, we are going to talk to Julia. Because based on who you pick, you get +1 point with that character, but -1 with the other. So for me to maintain some character endings to view, I'll need to pick Julia here. If you want to go for different endings, of course. I think in this case, talking to Julia here is like better overall, so we're just gonna go and do that. Oh. Alright, with that I recommend getting ready for a fight coming up. Let's see. Yeah, let's stick with this for right now. If I finds out switch training is not good here, I'll just have to reset and put my Combuskin first. Alright, and now we are up against Aster and Eclipse. Alright, so one thing to note about their Pokemon is that I don't know which is which to be honest, but the difference in movesets is Thunder Fang, while the other one has Fire Fang. And as for abilities, one has Steadfast, while the other one has Vital Spirit. Other than that, they are both level 16 with 31 in IVs. So it's the first perfect IV Pokemon I think we get to come across in the story. So this can be definitely a bit of a challenge. Now that I think about it, I'm pretty sure Combuskin is pretty weak, so I'm just gonna have to hope. Actually, let's keep Poochyena in just to tank a few hits. Alright. Well, that was a little unfortunate. Alright, that was pretty easy actually. You want to answer yes for this question. You get plus 1 point with Florinia. But you also may have actually noticed that there are terrain variant effects. So, basically field effects is what Florinia is describing here. I believe she'll go a little bit more into detail here. Alright, and with that, we're just about ready to take on the gym. So one thing I want to mention more about the Field Notes app and our Pokegear that we got. I got asked to turn on a graphical feature to show whether or not Field Effect will boost my moves in battle. I recommend turning that on. And we are also given the Electric Terrain Readout, which happens to be the Field Effect we'll be fighting on during the gym battle for Julia. Also, thing to note is that we were fighting on the factory field earlier. We will be pretty much fighting at least a lot of important trainers on these field effects, and we'll be learning more about those field effects later on. So there's actually a few more quests we can take care of right now. If we go back to that factory area where we first met Fern, we can actually get talk to this guy right here. We can actually get more info or a field note for the factory field. Very nice. And then if we go back to where that train station guy was, the purple-haired guy, that is, down over here. Let's see, let's just save. Alright. Alright, so we were told to go follow that guy, so if we head back to the North Peridot Alley, which is just over here, no, wrong way, whoopsies, just over here, let's see, alright, I actually want to get my Bidoof, just realized that I should have probably evolved it at level 15 since I was so close, especially since it's going to be for an in-game trade, so silly me, I guess. Let's move our Kricketot out for right now. Alright. Let's see. Back up here. We're going to save, head in, save again. And if we talk to the guy, to a battle. Alright, that is an issue, that timber. Alright, I think double kick is effective here. Oh, there's not. That is kind of annoying. I'm gonna switch in Poochyena here. Oh! Wow. Flame charge? Alright, that's definitely better than Ember. Yes. Alright. With that, we should return back to where that doctor was. Alright. Corey. Get some more XP candies. So I haven't actually been able to evolve my Bidoof. Let's see, how close is it to leveling? Not that good, let's see. Anyway, this is a good opportunity though to introduce the trainers that I briefly mentioned back in the Grand Hall. So we just head back in here, heal up my Pokemon, and then see here there is a trainer. This trainer is beatable every time. So if you keep beating them in battle, they give you XP candies after each battle, and even auto heal your party afterwards. So you can do this as much as you like to prepare for the gym. And I'm pretty much going to be doing that next. So, but first off, let me actually use some of the candies on Bibarel that I got earlier. Let's see, just sort the items. To sort the items in your bag, it's A by default. Let's use the extra small candies on Bidoof. Alright, and then just use one of these. Bidoof should level up now. Alright, Bidoof is a Bibarel now. And Water Gun, sure, why not? Alright, with that I'm going to go trade it. Whoops. If you don't remember where that trade is, it's actually up along these tracks. Not here. And then in this house up here. Go ahead and save. So if we trade with this guy, we get a Munna. I believe this Munna can be shiny, so if you want to reset for that, go ahead. I would not be using Munna personally. Alright, with that I'm going to save. I'm going to head back to the Grand Hall and just start grinding trainers, so I'll cut to showing you what my team looks like at the end. So, see you there. Alright, I have just finished pretty much getting my Pokemon to where I want them to be. So, my Kricketune evolved, and so did my Mightyena. I'm going to just actually move around their moves. So, Badoon now knows Mega Drain and Worry Seed. I'm going to actually move Stun Spore up. Then, let's see. Let's put Mega Drain here with Growth there. Alright. Then as for Combustion, I'm gonna move Flame Charge up, Double Kick there, Peck, and then Scratch. Yep. And then as for Minccino, it learned Double Slap, so we're gonna keep that there. Baby Doll Eyes, Encore, and Tickle. This is we're gonna be changing out this moveset as I move along, but Minccino's not the greatest right now until it evolves and learns more moves that can be used with Skill Link. So there's that. And then Joltik, I believe, learned Electro Web and Fury Cutter. Move Thunder Web there, Electro Web there, Fury Cutter, and Screech. Fury Cutter's not that good, to be honest, on whatchamacallit, Joltik, but it'll do for now. Let's see about Kricketune. One thing I want to check, I believe Minccino needs a Donistone to evolve, but as for Badoo, I forget when it evolves into Roselia. High Friendship and Daytime. Okay. Well, I don't have to work on that. As for Kricketune, evolve, learn Fury Cutter, incredible move, Struggle Bug's not that good, Growl we want here, Bite is pretty terrible, keep Struggle Bug where it is. And as for Mightyena, same moveset as before. Alright, that's good. So with that, we are going to head off to the gym. Let's see, it's just up here. So we head into the gym. I recommend talking to this terminal. You see these in every gym. Right, and with that, we're we're just about to get started, but I'm actually going to save this for the next episode because this recording is getting a little long. So thank you for watching, and in the next episode we'll be taking on Julia in her gym battle, hopefully, and then from there we will continue in the story. So thank you for watching, and I'll catch you all later.